eBay sellers. It's Suzanne A. Wells back with another seller shout out. The sales in this video were posted on the Money Making Mondays in September of 2023. This is the video where nothing is in order, anything is fair game, and it's just all about seeing what other people sold, where they found it, how much they paid for it, and any other interesting information they want to include. So if you're not already participating, make sure you come to my Facebook group and post your sales for possible inclusion in one of these future videos. So we are going to start with Donna Shirley, paid 75 cents at a garage sale, sold within minutes of posting. Vintage 2004 Care Bears Bedtime Bear 12-inch plush, and it sold for $19.99. Next up is Natalie Benton Gallo, paid looks like 33 cents at a yard sale, sold overnight, took a best offer of 30 bucks. This is Philosophy Pure Grace perfume, new in box. And remember, you're only allowed to sell fragrances because they are considered cosmetics in brand new condition or empty bottles. No partially used fragrances are allowed on eBay. Yes, there are listings for them, but those people just haven't gotten caught yet. So I hear this every week that sellers who have posted some of the partially used fragrances have been suspended, and how do I get my eBay account back? And it just can become a nightmare. So just don't go there. Karen Goodner Monks in a $50 bundle buy, so probably $2, sold for full price after a few weeks. This is Bluebird Disney Polly Pocket 1995 Minnie Mouse Party House. Sold for $34.99 and it cost her $2. Terry Connell Wilcox picked this up at a yard sale for a couple of dollars, had it listed for 2 months, and sold for full asking price. Fifth Avenue Portico Clear Crystal Butter Dish with lid. Sold for $26.99. Okay, here's one with a story. Bill Hunt. I bought several records at an estate sale for $1 each. One was a later pressing of the Beatles' White Album. The record ended up being scratched, but the album came with a poster and headshots of the band members. I was able to sell those for $49.97, and they took just under 2 weeks to sell. So the item is the Beatles original insert poster and photos, Apple White Album 1968. So good call there, Bill, looking inside the album covers to see if there's any treasures inside, and you found one. Okay, Mary Alice Fontenot Gray bought this at a yard sale for $10 and took an offer for $60. Had it listed for about a month. Longaberger newspaper and magazine basket. $10, sold for $60. And this is a blast from the past because growing up, we had this club aluminum at our house in this very color. Robin Riedel paid $4 to $5 for this at Goodwill. Took forever to get it out of the pile of items that needed to be cleaned, and it took forever to clean it, and it still was in bad shape, so lesson learned. Listed for $25, accepted an offer of $20 plus shipping. Took about a month after it was listed to sell. Very pretty color, and I hope the buyer is happy, but I won't be doing that again. Yes, cookware can be a challenge to clean, so I feel you on that, Robin. This is Club Aluminum 4-quart Dutch oven stock pot, turquoise. So $5 investment, sold for 20 and came with an important lesson. KC, worst sale. No clue where I got this as it's been listed for a while now. Sold for $11.95 with free shipping. This is disc only Super Monkey Ball 2 Nintendo GameCube. So I like how KC has a little title for his sales like best sale, worst sale, interesting sale, unusual sale. Not everything he sells is hundreds of dollars. So thanks for keeping it real, KC. Okay, Suzanne Keene. My daughter recently did a closet clean out and gave me 3 boxes of great brands to sell. Clothing is not my favorite thing to list, but I love free inventory. This Carhartt jacket in purple is a hard to find color, listed at $59.99 and sold in 3 weeks for full price. It is a Carhartt women's jacket, size small, purple, washed duck canvas, that just means the type of material, quilted lining. So, not a bad flip for something free. Summer Welling paid $1 for this vintage Timex alarm clock at my favorite thrift store. I accepted an offer of $41.60 and it sold in a day. Only one other listed for $60, and it's been listed a while from the looks of it, so I was glad to get this moved so fast. Timex lighted dial alarm clock, electric, new in box. NOS means new old stock. $1 sold for $41.60. Catherine Samples Farnsworth paid $2 at Goodwill, sold for $39.99 plus shipping. Took about 4 months. There's that NOS again, new old stock. Dial Skincare Bar Soap with Vitamins, 2004, 6 bars. $2 sold for just under 40. Rosanna Smoker, she has a coastal Christmas item, and this theme is quite popular for people living on the coast or that have a beach house. There's lots of blues and greens and gold and white in the coastal Christmas theme. So just know that that is highly sought after. People love that theme. Rosanna said, "Here's a beautiful tree skirt that I found at a garage sale for $5. Took about 5 weeks to sell. They accepted an offer of $70 plus shipping." I love garage sales. Yes, we do, Rosanna. Secret Celebrity Holiday Tree Skirt, Ocean Life, Coastal Nautical Beach, beaded. $5, sold for $70. Eileen Cole, I picked up these vintage placemats at a private pick from another reseller's storage locker. I estimate I have $5 into them. They sold for $32 plus shipping in 2 weeks. Set of 6 Johnson Brothers fresh fruit placemats, cork backed. Now, I didn't know these were a thing, so I'm going to be looking at these. I've seen them out in the wild, but just didn't pay much attention. $5, and they sold for $32. Mary Alice has another one. Bought this gown at Savers for $7.99 and took an offer of $30. Had it listed about a month. This is Colette Miss Elaine long sleeve poly cotton nightgown, extra large. $8 and sold for $30. Bethany Henderson paid $12 at a local Goodwill, sold for offer of $85. Rare men's panhandle slim red and black python western cowboy boots. Wow, those are fun. $12, sold for $85. And here we have Brian Rappaport, who sold a handbag. So he doesn't only just sell sports jerseys and electronics. Now he's selling handbags. Okay, just harassing you, Brian. Paid $10 at a garage sale last October. Finally sold at $39 on offer plus shipping. Nightmare Before Christmas Disney Loungefly Satchel Purse. So everyone can sell handbags. $10 sold for $39. Sue Ann Akers. I helped a friend clean her closet and she gave me these. Free to me, sold in 3 weeks. L'Oreal Superior Preference Color and Shine Conditioner lot of 6. Free and sold for $49.99. And that's us as eBay sellers. Don't ever turn down anything free. If you can't sell it, you can either donate it or trash it, but you just never know what's lurking out there that you can flip. Mary Pretzer Walker, 50 cents at a garage sale. Was pretty grimy. Once I cleaned it, it was a beautiful color. Sold for full price. This is a Viking swung glass vase, Blue Neek. I love that name. And it's vintage, 50 cents, and it's sold for $49.99. Deanna Fox paid 25 cents at a yard sale. Took about 3 to 4 months to sell. Rare, hard to find ginger eau de toilette spray for men, new in box, sold for $93.65. And these are the kind of sales that us eBay sellers love. Those 25-cent purchases that flip for close to 100. Trish Milburn bought at a thrift store for $2, sold in 5 days. Scentsy Buddy Spiffy the Sloth, 16-inch stuffed plush, discontinued apple cherry scent. Sold for $24.99. And isn't he a cute little sloth? Okay, Andrew Silveroli, hope I didn't butcher that too bad, got 3 of these as a lot along with some other unopened vintage film rolls, so averaged out to about 25 cents each. Sold all 3 within a month for $44 total. This is another blast from the past, or should I say flash from the past. Sylvania Magic Cubes Flash Cubes. Haven't seen these in decades. So this was a 25-cent investment that sold for $15. Sherry Goulden Ogden sold another House Mouse rubber stamp for $50 plus shipping. I bought a lot of 18 for $2 to $3 each. I've sold almost half so far, ranging from $50 to $125 per stamp. House Mouse Holiday Smooch rubber stamp from 2004, and Sherry is in Nova Scotia, Canada, so her prices are in Canadian, but close enough. So this was $2 to $3 and it sold for $50. Cheryl Steed Henderhan bought a box of cookbooks at a local estate auction for $5, so have less than $1 in this one. Sold in a few days when I sent an offer for $89.99 to a watcher. Antique 20th Century Cookbook and Practical Housekeeping Book with old clippings. I bet that was just fascinating to look through. Sold for $89.99 and it cost $1. Okay, Rosanna Smoker has another one, but I wanted to use this as a teachable moment because I didn't know, and maybe you didn't either. Purchased these at a garage sale for $5, sold in about 2 weeks. I took an offer of $60 plus shipping. Set of 12 Avon Cottage House spice jars. Now, a lot of people know about the Lennox House spice jars, but I didn't know the Avon ones had any value. So $5 flipped for 60. So yeah, be on the lookout for those too. Okay, Chuck Griffith. Always listening to the wisdom of Suzanne, I entered the world of plush. Picked this up from a local free site. Sold this cutie within a few weeks for full asking price of $15.75. Did I sell too low? This is a Fiesta Toys Cotamundi plush stuffed animal. So I don't know, Chuck, but I just always like to say to sellers, don't second guess yourself. You don't know what could have happened in the future, if it could have sold for more next week, next month, next year. You got a sale, take it and move on. Just make the best decision you can in the moment with the information you have, and don't overthink it, because you got a sale, and move on. So I'm going to say no, you didn't sell too low. Kim Womack has another blast from the past. Raise your hand if you had one of these. Always a good sell. Vintage card file. Bought in a bag sale, so paid about 50 cents. Took best offer of $20 in less than a week. Vintage Bates 3x5 card file system with alpha index, Rolodex. So, yes, this is probably a artifact because everybody's addresses are in their phone now. People don't even write things down anymore. So this is like a historical item. 50 cents, sold for $20. Colleen Olson. I never would have known these sell if it wasn't for Suzanne's BOLO book. Oh, well, thank you, Colleen. My son bought it for me last Christmas. I remember that. So, Merry Christmas. This is Scotch Fur Fighter Refill Sheets, box of 16 sheets. And Colleen didn't say how much she paid for these, but this box sold for $27.99. So let me show you and reiterate that the items in the BOLO book are evergreen. They're going to hold their value, and 90% of the things in there are evergreen like that. So this came from the 2022 BOLO book. It says Fur Fighter line discontinued in 2017. Many different products, and all are desirable even if boxes aren't perfect or some sheets have been used. And the selling price I assigned to this item in 2022 was $25 a box. So that is holding steady because this item sold for $27.99. So I'm telling you this because the items in the book, this is real information. This is true information based on facts. So the information will be true for a long time. And I designed these books to be like a set of encyclopedias that you just keep adding to every year, and the items in the books are different. There are no repeats because there's just so much to learn. There's no reason to do any repeats. And on that note, we're going to move on to Diane Kretschmer, who has another item from a BOLO book. She said, first time to post. I have 3 sales to share. None are that big, but all are items I wouldn't have found without this group, the podcast, or the BOLO book. So she paid $1.50 for this item, found it in the garage at the world's hottest estate sale. It was 106 that day. Garage was hotter. Sold for $45 plus shipping in less than 24 hours. First time to sell on eBay in over 20 years. Boy, have things changed. And you got that right, Diane. And then I commented on her sale, and she said, this sale paid for the BOLO book. So here it is in the 2021 book. Scrubbing Bubbles Shower Cleaner Liquid, discontinued item. The price assigned to this item in 2021 in the book was $25 per bottle, and that price is holding steady. She sold 2 bottles for $45. So, again, an item that was in a previous edition, but is still profitable, is still out there, and people are still flipping it. Okay, Suzanne Keene found these brass containers at an estate sale for a few dollars each. Had fun researching them and found out they were parts from a street vendor noodle cart. Wow, that's unusual. Sold for $60 in just a few weeks. Asian brass noodle cart street vendor replacement boxes. Very interesting. A few dollars, sold for $60. Okay, Eileen Cole has another fascinating item. I did not know this existed. This Braille Scrabble set was $12 at a hospice thrift store. Sold for $71.20 plus shipping. Took 6 months to sell. Scrabble Deluxe Braille Edition 1966 100% complete board game for the vision impaired. Wow, didn't even know something like this was out there. $12 and she sold it for $71.20. Okay, Louis Prizzy, one of our repeat offenders, purchased at a garage sale for $1. Listed high for $89.95, sold for best offer of $75 in 12 hours. This is a vintage 1980s Rush, the rock band, Carnival Prize mirror. Yeah, that's definitely a collectible. $1, sold for $75. And now we've got Mark Sherrill, who always has fun products that he finds squirreled away in houses during estate sales. All kinds of cleaning products or old boxes, laundry products. I just love watching what he sells. So he says, this is why I'm always checking pantries, kitchen cupboards, underneath sinks, and basements at estate sales. Paid $1 at an estate sale, sold for $40 plus $12 shipping. Buyer actually bought 2 of them, so an $80 sale off a $2 investment. This is new, vintage, top job, cleaner degreaser, 28-ounce bottle. And I just love his business model of just being like the secret squirrel who's always looking around for stuff because, estate sale companies miss things. Maybe they didn't reach all the way to the back and there's stuff under the cabinet, in the pantry, all over the place. So thanks, Mark. I really do love watching your sales. Okay, Sue Ann Akers has another one. Paid $3 at Goodwill 7 months ago. Sent offer to watchers and sold for $35. Fisher Price Laugh and Learn serving up food truck replacement food menus. So it's like a little hamburger that you put together. And it sold for $35. Who knew? Ginger Lamplight, I got this at an estate sale on July 21st this year for free. Sold for full asking of $36.99. Buyer paid shipping. This is a Zondervan study Bible from 1999 with a leather cover. So free and sold for just under $37. Terry Wilcox, this is another thing to watch out for, which is why I'm including it in this video, so everyone can look out for this. This ball canning tool was at Goodwill and it was new in original packaging. Seems these are hard to find. I paid $2.99 and sold at my sale price. Had it listed for about 5 weeks. So she sold it for $41.97. This is a ball, sure tight band tool for canning. So this is one of those things that's going to be mixed in those baskets of stuff with spatulas and wooden spoons and all that stuff. $2.99 and sold for just over $40. Okay, Rita Gines Morgan Purchased this yesterday on September 17th at Goodwill for 99 cents. Listed it that afternoon, and it sold for full price of $39.99 plus shipping a couple of hours after listing. I kicked myself for not doing this one on auction since only one had sold in the past 2 years at 47 plus free shipping, and there were no others currently listed. A learning experience, but I'm still happy that I turned a 99-cent buy into a $39.99 sale. The item is Flying Saucer Willie Nelson Frosted Beer Glass from 2016. Don't kick yourself, Rita. It happens. It was a good flip, 99 cents into 40 bucks very quickly, so good for you. Okay, that wraps up this edition of eBay Seller Shoutout. Thanks for watching, and most of all, thanks for posting the sales on the Facebook group so I can make these videos and everybody can learn. Have a great day on eBay. See you next week. Bye.